What's going on YouTube? Kamikaze Von Doom here with another Division 2 video, and I'm just checking in on you. How you doing? What's going on? Now this is going to be your weekly vendor reset and must buys for today, August 15th. So sit back, relax, grab that popcorn, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. But we're going to start off here at the base of ops, and here we go. Starting off with The Grudge. This is the named Banshee SMG with Perfect Vindictive, and this one comes with reload speed. Then we have a Police T821 with swap speed and unwavering, a SIG 556 with crit hit damage and Thunderstrike, and then finally a military M9 with Thunderstrike and magazine size. Looking at the gear items, we have a Alps backpack with headshot, hazard, and overclock, and then finally a Araldi chest piece with reassigned weapon handling and repair skills. Interesting. Looking at the mods, we have Crit Chance 4.4, Drone Health 8.4, Turret Damage 4.1, and Sticky Bomb Skill Haste of 4.2. Now, I wouldn't really recommend any of these, so let's just go ahead and move on. Now, the next two vendors, you can find them here at the base of ops or in New York City at the Haven. So here's the first one, the Countdown vendor. So the Countdown vendor has three named items. First one is the Baker's Dozen. This is the named M1A with Perfect Lucky Shot, and this one comes with rate of fire. Next, we have the Henri or the Henry. This is the named electric chess piece with Perfect Companion, and it comes with hazard and skill damage. And then finally, a Harmony. This is the named rifle with Perfectly in Sync, and this one comes with optimal range. As far as picking any of these up, I wouldn't really recommend any of these. Maybe the Baker's Dozen, you could switch off the rate of fire, recalibrate that to damage to targets at a cover, and then just optimize the rifle and crit hit damage. I mean, you could do the same with the Harmony, but the rifle damage on the Harmony is much lower, so that would take more optimization. All right, and that is your countdown vendor. So let's run over here to the clan vendor, and then we will get out of the base of ops. Now, shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. We are on all platforms. So again, hit me up on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. And here is your clan vendor.
Always good to see you.
Starting off with the Cherished. This is the named Habsburg Guard chess piece with perfect trauma. And it comes with crit chance and status effects. This is a great chess piece to pick up. Highly recommend. In fact, I'm going to pick one up. I recommend either maxing out that armor, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch that armor to a weapon damage core and then keep the crit chance and status effects. This is a great chess piece. For your gear set items, we have a striker backpack with skill damage, a negotiator's dilemma pair of gloves with crit hit damage. Those are good. You could pick these up. In fact, you could pick up two, max out the weapon damage on one, and then switch it to armor for another pair. And then finally, we have Heartbreaker holster with status effects. Not bad. Looking at the high-end items, we have a Officer's M9 with crit hit damage and salvage, a PP19 with damage to armor and flatline. Nice, but it does not have a long underbarrel rail, so that would be useless. And then following that, we have a Araldi holster with crit hit damage and weapon handling. You could easily recalibrate the weapon handling off here for crit chance and do double crit, or you could recalibrate the weapon handling off for headshot damage and then go crit headshot. Next, we have a M16A2 with damage targets at a cover and status. That's a good one if you like that weapon. For the remaining high-end items, we have a YAAHL backpack with calculated health and repair skills, a Overlord chess piece with crit chance, armor regen, and braced, and then finally a Petrov backpack with max crit chance, nice, weapon handling, and calculated. Looking at the mods, we have pulse resistance 8.9, repair skills 16.8, protection from elites 11%, and firefly +1 max target. Now remember, you can pick up a few of
Enjoy your
these y'all
purchase.
pieces
Farewell.
and you can deconstruct them for y'all tokens. So you can see right there, I just received 2 y'all gear synthetic. What you can do is use that and craft y'all pieces at the crafting station.
Good to
Now,
see
as
you,
far
Agent.
as must buys from the clan vendor, the cherished chest piece is a great one to pick up. The negotiator's gloves. Remember, pick up 2, one for weapon damage, one for armor. The Araldi is good if you want to go double crit or crit headshot. And then pick up the Y'all gear for the Y'all pieces. I know a lot of people ask me about this because they have the blueprints, but they can't craft it. So here,
Thanks for
just check
purchasing,
this
man.
out. You can pick up as many of these as you can, and then
Always a pleasure,
what you
Agent.
do
Thank you, business agent.
is you just highlight all of them, pretty simple, and then deconstruct junk. And then you can see right there, I just received another 8 Y'all Gear synthetic pinna. Pinna? 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 Pinna. And then what you do, I'm sorry that I'm taking a detour from our typical vendor reset, but I want to teach you this really quick. So you can pick up those backpacks over and over, deconstruct them, and then come over here, and then under mask, you can craft a Y'all Gear mask, and it costs 5 Y'all Gear synthetic pinna. So you could buy 5 of those backpacks, deconstruct it, and then you could craft a mask. That way, if you didn't want the backpack, you can craft a mask right there. Boom. And then I believe you can craft a few different pieces of y'all. Let's see here. You can do the chest piece, y'all gear. You can do the mask. Do, do, do. You can do the holster. See? I don't know if you can do the gloves. No, no gloves. I don't think. Yep. All right. So it's just going to be mask, chest piece, and holster. So you can craft those 3 pieces of y'all just by picking up those backpacks and deconstructing them. So I hope that helps. All right. So we're done at the base of ops. We're going to travel west and then we will double back east. And our first stop is going to be the campus settlement. Now, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up. Support the channel by subscribing. We do Division content every single day, so make sure you ring that notification bell. That way you don't miss any of our Division videos. All right, here's the campus vendor. Starting with the Commando, this is the named SVD with Perfectly Naked, and it comes with swap speed. Then we have a Hunting M44 with max armor damage and fast hands. Not bad. You could easily pick this one up and just recalibrate that talent and change it to whatever talent you want. That's a good one. And then we have a Black Market M60 with max LMG damage, headshot, and vindictive. Looking at the gear items, we have a Grupo mask with hazard and headshot. And then a Seska holster, nice, with status effects and crit chance. That could go well with your St. Elmo's engine. Going through the mods, we have skill duration 8.2, chem launcher burn strength 6.5, hive +4 stem charges, pulse effect duration 8.6, and trap duration of 6.0. Now, must buys things to look for from the campus vendor. You could pick up the Hunting M44 if you like marksman rifles, or the Seska holster if you want to use that with some shock, burn, bleed, whatever status effect you want to use. All right. And that is it for the campus vendor. Now we are going to hit up the Dark Zone vendors, starting with Dark Zone West. West. All right. Now remember that each of these Dark Zone vendors they only take DZ resources as currency. So, for example, if you go over to your resources tab and just above your keys, you will see your Dark Zone resources. And I have 376 out of 999. Now, if I run out of these Dark Zone resources, I have to go into the Dark Zone and either pick up the little blue boxes that are around the Dark Zone, or I have to pick up contaminated items, deconstruct them for DZ resources, and then extract them. And that's how you get DZ resources. All right. Now, with that said and done, here is Dark Zone West. Starting with the firm handshake, this is the named Sokolov Concern pair of gloves with status effects, and it comes with explosive resistance. Next, we have a Spas 12 with crit hit damage and sadist, and then a lightweight M4 with killer and armor damage. Looking at the gear items, we have a Rigger pair of gloves with armor regen, ongoing directive knee pads with crit chance, Fenris gloves with health and hazard, and then Grupo knee pads with skill damage and hazard. Looking at the mods, we have protection from elites 11%, Secret Mind +1 cluster, shield deflector damage 4.3, Firefly +1 max target, and decoy health of 6.0. Now, must buys, things to look for from DZ West. I would probably say no. Nothing. Nada. Goose egg. Nothing. Not one little thing. All right. Taking our talents down to South. DZ South. Let's go. Gotta love the fast reload, or the fast travel times. There we go.
You want it. I got it.
All right, DZ South. Come on.
Very good.
The Zero F's chess piece. So you can pick up the Zero F's chess piece right now in DZ South. However, it comes with health and skill haste. I don't really recommend this one, but it is available, perfectly unbreakable. DZ South. Then we have a enhanced AUG with crit hit damage and steady handed, a G36 with crit hit damage and thunderstrike, and then a military M9 with optimal range and strained. Looking at the gear items, we have tip of the spear backpack, repair skills, hardwired chest piece with repair skills, 511 backpack with adrenaline rush, crit hit damage, and explosive resistance. Interesting. And then a Providence chest piece with unbreakable, hazard, and status effects. Looking at the mods, we have crit chance 4.3, drone deflect duration 6.3, turret health 7.8, and sticky bomb skill haste of 4.2. Now, must buys, things to look for from DZ South, nothing.
Thanks for the
Another nada. All right, maybe us stopping over here at the castle settlement will give us some hope, because this vendor reset has been pretty blah.
Combat simulation program active.
You know, excluding that YAAHL backpack. All right, here we go. Castle settlement. Starting with the Night Watcher mask. This is the named Heligard mask with scanner pulse haste as an attribute, and it comes with skill haste. Then we have a M700 tactical with max marksman rifle damage, health damage, and vindictive. And then a MG5 with swap speed and perpetuation. Looking at the gear items, we have a Badger mask with health and status effects, and then a Araldi holster with crit chance and repair skills. Looking at the mods, we have skill haste 9.9, chem launcher duration 4.2, hive range 4.0, pulse skill haste 5.0, and trap duration of 5.7. Now, must buys, things to look for from the castle settlement. I'm actually going to say the Araldi holster would be a good one. You could recalibrate that repair skills off for crit hit damage and go double crit, or you could take off the repair skills for headshot and go crit headshot. This is your second piece of Araldi this week. And remember, if you use 3 pieces, you get the extra damage to armor. Alright, now let's go to our last Dark Zone vendor, Dark Zone East. And remember, go to the Alpha checkpoint. It is quicker to do this double loading screen that it is to go all the way
Access
to the
complete.
main entrance, and then you have to run
Rogue
through that
striker
entire
drone
courtyard.
detected.
I mean, you would have to run through
Stealth
all of
striker
that.
drone
No,
detected.
thank you. All right, here we go.
Rogue airburst seeker mine detected.
Starting with the White Death, this is the named
Hostile
marksman
airburst
rifle
seeker mine
with that
detected.
max headshot of 137. Comes with crit hit damage and thunder strike. Then we have a tactical 308 with max headshot, optimal range, and close and personal.
Thanks a lot, Agent.
And then a military L86 with magazine size and killer. Looking at the gear items, we have a striker mask with status effects, cavalier holster with crit hit damage, a Raldi mask with crit chance and status effects, and then a Seska holster with crit chance and headshot. Nice. Looking at the mods, we have skill haste 10.0, chem launcher duration 4.1, hive health of 7.8, pulse cone size of 6.4, and then trap duration of 4.3. Now, must buys from DZ East. The White Death, if you plan on shocking people, hint, hint, wink, wink. The Araldi mask, believe it or not, if you recalibrate the status effects off for crit hit damage, you could go double crit. Or if you recalibrate the status effects off for headshot, you could go crit headshot. This is your third piece of Araldi that you could go all crit. And this is another way of getting max damage to armor, just saying. And then the Seska holster is a great pickup. With the crit chance, you could go double crit or keep it with the max headshot and just max out the crit chance, or you could switch off that weapon damage for a armor core.
Thanks for doing.
Alrighty, and our last stop for Washington, D.C. is going to be the theater settlement. The theater. Let's go. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Now remember, the Mitchell League started today, so make sure you do the Mitchell League and get your rewards. All right.
Always nice to see an agent around.
Theater Settlement Artist Tool. This is the named rifle with perfect rifleman. Comes with magazine size. Then we have a double barrel shotgun with Optimus and optimal range. And a UIC 15 Mod 2 with optimal range and sledgehammer. Looking at the gear items, we have a China Light pair of gloves with status effects and repair skills. And then Walker Harris knee pads with headshot and armor regen. Looking at the mods, we have Blind Def Resistance 8.6, Seeker Mind Skill Haste 5.0, Shield Deflector Damage 4.2, Firefly plus 1 max target, and Decoy Duration of 5.5. Now, must buys from the theater. The Walker Harris looks good, but I don't know. You could do something with that, maybe.
Hi there.
Do headshot regen, switch the weapon damage to an armor core. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. All right.
Thanks for the deal.
That is it for Washington, D.C. Now let's go to New York City, and then we will be done. So I hope you enjoy and find this video helpful or informative, because that's what these videos are here for, to help you. That way, if you're at work, in traffic, what have you, you can see what the vendors are before
Safe
actually
area
going to
detected.
the game and spending time going to each of these vendors. All right, here we go, Marco.
Hey there. You got
Starting
something
with
to
the
trade?
Vector SBR 9 mil with Optimist and health damage. This is amazing. Buy this Vector right now. Holy shit. This is a great Vector. Pick this one up. Recalibrate the health damage for whatever bottom attribute you want. Just optimize the SMG and crit chance, but with Optimist, this thing is badass, man. Check this, check this one out. Go to Marco at the Haven, pick this one up, Vector, SBR 9 mil. And just so you know, this is the Vector that holds the most magazine size. I made a video about that a couple years ago because this is my favorite Vector. You can get like a crazy high magazine size with this Vector. All right, moving on, we have a G28 with stability and in sync, a 612 with swap speed and pummel, and then a police magnum with optimal range and salvage. Looking at the gear items, we have a electric chest piece with gunslinger, skill haste, and headshot damage. 511 gloves with skill damage and weapon handling, and Petrov mask with crit chance and health. Looking at the mods, we have shock resistance 8.6, ensnare resistance 8.5, drone health 8.4, pulse effect duration 8.8, and trap duration of 5.7. Now, must buys from Marco would be the Vector. Pick it up right
That was
now.
a great trade.
All right. And our last vendor of the evening or morning, wherever you're from, is Roy Benitez. But hold on. Make sure you pet the dog. What's up, buddy? Now, this dog has multiple interactions. So you do the first interaction to pet him. He's all happy to see you. But the second interaction is going to be a random one. There are a few different options. Let's see what this one is. And this one, aw, look at him. Aw, look at him. Cutie. All right. Now here we go, Roy Benitez.
Hey,
Oh,
agent.
it's starting with the Honey Badger with magazine size and on empty. Okay. Then we have a Big Show. This is the named LMG with perfect Thunderstrike and crit chance. Okay. A M870 with stability and sadist. And then a 93R with headshot and ignited. Looking at the gear items, we have a Heligard backpack with explosive resistance, repair skills, and protector. And a Heligard pair of knee pads with explosive resistance and status effects. Finally, we have Richter and Kaiser holster with skill damage and health. And moving on to the mods, we have crit chance 4.4, shock resistance 8.2, shield active regen 4.1, pulse health 14.5, and trap duration of 6.1. Now, must buys from Roy Benitez, I'm not going to say any of those, no. Now, that's going to be everything, and that'll do it for your weekly vendor reset and must buys for today, August 15th. I hope you enjoyed. If you found this video helpful or informative, please hit that thumbs up. Support the channel by subscribing and let me know what you think in the comment section below. I am Kamikaze Von Doom. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone, and peace out.